outgoing seniors. You see here some big names. Denzel Valentine from Michigan State, the Big Ten Player of the Year. You got Yogi Ferrell, who set all kinds of all-time records at Indiana. Then you got Utah and Hammons and Levert, also great stories for their respective schools. So we're going to kind of switch gears here. Jon, you told me not to put you on the spot, but I'm just a bad listener, so I'm going to go ahead and do it anyhow. We're going to play kind of a word association game with all 5 of these seniors. We're going to start with the Big Ten Player of the Year and Denzel Valentine. When I say Denzel Valentine, we're talking more like legacy in terms of word association. What comes to mind?
Well, I would think Swiss Army knife, but I'm trying to think of that times 10. So I don't know what that would be, like Arms
Swiss
Depot?
Army knife is not one word.
Oh, yeah, but that works in my head, so that's how we're going. So Swiss Army knife times 10, because a Swiss Army knife does a little bit of everything, right? Well, Denzel Valentine does a lot of everything, and that's what makes him so good. It's what made his teammates so good. He made his teammates better because he could play any position on the floor. And he didn't just play every position on the floor, he played every position on the floor very well. So I think that's what makes me think, yes, winner, there's other things I could say, but someone who can do a lot of everything. That's what Denzel Valentine was.
How about versatile?
Yeah, but that's too obvious. You know, I'm better than that.
A couple of triple doubles certainly supports your point.
You know, I like this. I'll say something that makes no sense whatsoever, but in my own head, and then you can give me the obvious one.
I'm just saying, versatile is one word. You know, you could have gone with versatile. How about Yogi Ferrell, the Hoosier leader, the 2-time Big Ten champion? I mean, he led Indiana in scoring, the all-time leader in assists. He did a little bit of everything in his career.
Well, you just used the word, and I have to stick with it. And it's leader. And it's not just because of how he plays the game. It's not because of how he leads on the floor and in practice. It's how he got there. And I think that's something that we don't talk enough about, how he struggled his freshman year. And quite frankly, that freshman year, I thought Jordan Hulse should have been in the starting lineup. I thought they were a better team, but Tom Crean saw something in this kid. And he knew the value of developing him at a young age. And you develop leadership by struggling, by failing early in your life. And that's something that Yogi Ferrell certainly did. That's what makes him the leader today, and it's going to be what makes him a good leader at the next level as well.
There's a guy who also led his team in scoring and also led the Big Ten in total points and block shots, and that would be Iowa's Jared Uthoff.
Gosh, I guess I would say Quiet Storm, because he was a wrecking ball on the floor to whoever was trying to stop him, because he's such a tough matchup, 6'10", extends out, and he's a true stretch 4, but he could beat you off the dribble, chain the shot, do whatever you wanted him to do, and then defensively block shots, just disrupted everything. And like I said, he didn't talk about it. He wasn't the type of guy that made a lot of noise, and even after games, I remember interviewing him after one of the games and asked him about what it was like to be included in the Wooden Award watch list, and as it got down to 25 guys, Jared Uthoff was on that list, and he just said, he goes, I'm not on Twitter. I don't follow it. It's all about what we can do as a team, and I just want to win the next game. And he's so quiet about his business, but he was such just a reckless storm on the court.
Quiet storm. Yeah. So maybe if you put hashtag the 2 words together, quiet then it storm becomes one word.
Yeah, so we should just do hashtags for me.
Okay. All right. How about A.J. Hammons? He's a guy who maybe had some unfinished business throughout his career, and then the final year we kind of saw signs of A.J. Hammons that we've been waiting to see from him.
Yeah, I guess I would go back to the hashtag and look at this and say save the best for last. So it'd be hashtag save the best for last, because A.J. Hammons was not as good as he was late in this season in his senior year. And I know you're laughing at me right now because I just don't play this game so well. But A.J. Hammons, I think he should turn around and thank Isaac Haas, because I do believe that competition is the best motivator in sports. And A.J. Hammons got pushed by Isaac Haas. Isaac Haas made A.J. Hammons a little bit better than he was coming into his senior year, and he brought out the best. And it started off, A.J. Hammons played 20 minutes, Isaac Haas played 20 minutes. By the end of the season, A.J. Hammons playing 30-plus minutes, and that's when the team was at their best.
5 words for those of you keeping track at home.
I'm getting there.
5 words.
We're getting it.
We're going to switch over to our final senior, our last one. Karis LeVert only played 15 games because of the foot injury. Michigan, though, was 12-3 when he played. Obviously, a very impactful in his career in Ann Arbor.
I'm going to play your game.
You are?
I'm going to play your game, and I'm just going to say tease. This was a tease, because as good as he was, we didn't get to see enough of him. He really was that good. I felt like he had the same skill set, I should say, not even potential, but really skill set as a guy like Andrew Wiggins. I know Andrew Wiggins is younger than him, but it doesn't really matter. He had the same skill set in the sense that he could put the ball on the floor, make plays. He developed a good jump shot. He had a great step back jumper. I think at the next level, he's incredibly effective because of how he can beat you in a variety of ways, off the dribble, off the ball. He's gotten better defensively. He's got great length. I think it was a tease because we didn't get to see enough of him.
I appreciate the effort, and as long as we're using hashtags and social media and stuff, I'm going to use the thumbs down emoji
But
for
the thumbs
you.
up one's my favorite emoji.
But you did not follow directions.
I don't
so
follow
maybe in our
directions
next
well.
segment, you might get a thumb.
Well, the last segment, I couldn't even remember who played in the last Final Four. I didn't even get the last national champion right.